What's your stage name so I can look you up?
King Harris.
King Harris?
You know T.I.?
Huh?
T.I.?
Who's that?
That's my father.
Word on the block is that King Harris finally hit the wall. The son of trap pioneer T.I., real name Clifford Harris Jr., might have just learned that fame doesn't protect you when the lights flash blue. For years, King's been walking that thin line between rapper energy and reckless attitude, but this time, that line snapped clean in half. It all went down one cool October night in 2024. King, just 20 years old, was behind the wheel of a black BMW, rolling out of a gas station in Dunwoody, Georgia. Everything seemed chill until, boom, he nearly sideswiped a police cruiser. The second that happened, those blue lights hit and the mood flipped from smooth to serious real fast. The cops pulled up thinking it was just another minor traffic stop, but what they found had them wide-eyed. The son of Atlanta hip-hop royalty sitting there with a cloud of loud smoke in the car, a pistol on his hip, and a warrant already sitting in the system waiting for him. The smell hit them first, then the sight of the steel, and from there, the situation got heavy. Body cam footage, which didn't even hit the internet until 2025, showed everything. King kept his cool, hands where they could see, talking calm, trying to stay respectful. You could tell he'd been around real pressure before, but when they ran his name and that warrant popped up, game over. The calm faded, and reality hit hard. That bench warrant came from Pickens County for missing a 2022 court date tied to earlier traffic charges, speeding, DUI, and driving with a suspended license. On paper, it was light work, but skipping court turned it into a ticking time bomb. The second the system confirmed his name, those cuffs came out fast. And just like that, the kid who spent years online flexing his realness ended up in the back of a police car. His suburban joyride turned into viral gold for gossip sites. One mistake, one missed court date, and suddenly, King Harris wasn't just T.I.'s son, he was the headline. For T.I., it was the nightmare he'd been warning about for years. He'd said it in interviews, podcasts, even on stage. My son out here playing with something he don't understand. T.I. knows that life better than anyone. His career was built out of survival. The trap, the streets, the courtroom battles, the federal weapons case. He fought through all that pain to build something better for his kids. Mansions, businesses, safety. But King never wanted the safe life. He didn't want gated luxury or clean hands. He wanted grit, the kind his dad fought so hard to escape. And that's what makes this story sting. T.I. built a legacy to keep his kids far away from the struggle, and one of them drove right back into it. That night in Dunwoody wasn't just another arrest. It was a crash between generations. A young man chasing an image and a father watching history try to repeat itself. The flashing lights were more than a police stop. They were a warning, and this time, the whole world saw it happen. Before that October arrest even hit the blogs, the world already knew something was brewing inside the Harris family. You could feel it building. Father versus son, pride versus patience. The tension finally boiled over in 2023 at an Atlanta Falcons game, and that moment set the whole internet on fire. Cameras caught King Harris and his dad T.I. in a heated argument right there in the stands. The crowd froze as King shouted, saying he wasn't raised with silver spoons and spent more time at his grandma's rough neighborhood house than inside the Harris mansion. It was chaos in real time, fans pulling out phones, security watching close, and T.I. trying to calm the storm while his son kept going off. That clip went viral faster than a hit record. Every gossip blog ran it like a championship highlight. Father and son going head to head in front of the world.
Till I come back in the market late night, and then it's just you and I you up.
Children gonna be children. Kids will be kids, man. You know what I'm saying? I expect that from them. I expect them to do the wrong thing.
But underneath all the laughs and memes was something deep. A young man desperate to prove he's real, and a father heartbroken that his own child can't see the blessing he fought for. King wanted the world to know he didn't grow up soft. He was tired of being labeled the rapper's rich kid. Tired of hearing that his life was easy. But for T.I., it cut deep. He'd built his entire empire to make sure his kids never had to see the pain he went through. No trap houses, no shootouts, no prison visits. So hearing his son yell that he wanted to be from the struggle, that hit different. When the argument clip hit social media, the internet split in half. Some people said T.I. was right, that King was acting out, forgetting the blessings around him. Others said King had a point, that he just wanted to be his own man and not live in his father's shadow. Suddenly, a private family moment turned into public entertainment. But what people didn't realize was that this wasn't just a random outburst. It was years of tension exploding all at once. T.I. had warned him again and again, you can't play with the streets and expect no consequences. But King wanted to experience life on his own terms, even if it meant stepping into danger. So when that arrest happened months later, weed in the car, a legal gun on his hip, and that old warrant catching up to him, it felt like prophecy. Fans pulled up old interviews, old clips, old warnings from T.I. saying he told him this was gonna happen. The internet can be cruel, and they turned it into a circus. But here's where things get tricky. Georgia law worked in King's favor. The gun was licensed and the weed charge was minor, more like a fine than a felony. The very next day, October 15th, 2024, the warrant was cleared and King walked free. Legally, it was light work, but socially, it was a firestorm. Blogs lit up like crazy.
So our procedures, we gotta check it. Is there anything else that I need to be aware of?
Man, I don't want y'all to check the car.
I can't hear you.
I don't want y'all to search the car.
Well, I understand that, but if I smell weed, that's probable cause to search the vehicle.
You're not gonna find nothing. You're gonna find my guns.
Just multiple guns.
I got a stick.
T.I.'s son arrested with gun and weed. Another rap kid trying to be gangsta. Every headline twisted the story into something bigger than it was. Meanwhile, that body cam footage showed something real. King staying calm, not mouthing off, not fighting cops, just confused and asking questions. At one point, he even asked, "Can I call my dad?" And that one line changed how people saw him. Suddenly, the tough talker from Instagram looked like what he really was, a 20-year-old kid trying to figure life out under a giant spotlight. That moment hit people hard. It reminded everyone that behind the fame and the family name, there's still a human being trying to grow up. For T.I., though, the pain was real. Watching his son repeat the same mistakes he once made had to burn deep. He didn't need headlines. He needed peace. But peace doesn't sell, and the internet wanted drama. What should have been a wake-up call turned into a show, and once again, the Harris family was trending. This wasn't just a father and son fighting anymore. It was legacy colliding with rebellion, and the whole world had front row seats. The minute that body cam footage hit the internet in early 2025, the streets lit up like wildfire. Rumors were flying everywhere. People swore King got jumped in county. Some claimed he was doing time. Others said T.I. called in favors to keep him safe behind bars. None of it was ever confirmed, but truth don't travel as fast as gossip, and hip-hop eats rumors for breakfast. The internet ran wild. Comment sections turned into crime forums overnight. People dropped fake inside sources saying King was in danger or that he was being taught a lesson by other inmates, but none of that lined up with the facts. King was out the next day. Still, that didn't stop the talk. The narrative had already spun out of control. See, in the hip-hop world, perception hits harder than reality. The story stopped being about what actually happened